For your viewing pleasure, this broadcast of the Municipal Council meeting of Alpena is made possible by the funding provided by the City of Alpena. Thank you for your generosity.
Good evening and welcome to the Alpena City Council meeting, December 5th, 2016. Call the order, please.
Johnson? Here. Nielsen?
Here.
Nowak?
Here.
Sexton?
Here.
Walagora?
Here. Please rise for the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any modifications to the agenda this evening? Add anything that's kind of approval of the minutes for regular session of November 21st, 2016 and closed session of November 21st, 2016. Any changes, issues? Citizens appearing before council on agenda and non-agenda items are allowed 5 minutes each to address your concerns. If you would like to do so, please come to the podium and state your name and address for our records. Okay, on the consent agenda this evening, A is bills to be allowed in the amount of $439,118.80. B is a budget amendment for repair of Marina dock conduits. C is a budget amendment for distribution of city retirement contribution. D is to recognize Hope Shores Alliance, formerly known as Shelter Incorporated, as a nonprofit organization operating in the community for the purpose of obtaining a charitable gaming license. And I just wanted to point out that there was a typo on the license and it's been corrected already. Being considered for approval, as you might have noticed. Otherwise it was fine.
We approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second?
Nielsen?
Yes.
Nowak?
Yes.
Sexton?
Yes.
Walagora?
Aye.
Johnson?
Yes.
Thank you. All the way down to the report of officers, we have the approval of the 2017 Municipal Council meeting schedule. And everyone received it. I'll point out again that the new starting time as of January 2017 will be at 6 p.m. rather than 7 p.m. I did want to question the July 5th date. Reason being is that our meeting's on the first and third Monday of the month, with the exception of whether that day falls on a holiday. The charter allows us to move that meeting to the next regular business day following the holiday. And being, I guess my concern was that the first Monday of the month is the third and it's not a holiday.
I too had that. I had discussed that earlier with Greg too. That was something that I was concerned. I believe the reason was just a longer holiday.
I just brought,
weekend for some
when
or
Karen brought the schedule to me and I looked at it, I went back and I said, the only thing, it's just for discussion, it's whatever council wants to do. I know we would meet on the 3rd, but the 4th being the next day, if there are people who want to make a long weekend, and therefore, whether it be council, the public, department people that wouldn't be there perhaps on Monday, because of that, and then if that was the case, whether you'd be interested in doing it on Wednesday, but it's whatever you wish, that's what we would do.
Yeah, I guess for myself too, I probably would like to, keep that as consistent as we can and just, have that one actually fall on the date it's supposed to, on the 3rd of July, rather than kick it all the way back and do a Wednesday. And I think several council members said that during the weeks. I don't know what that week looks like for everybody, that was different things that, they had going and stuff. if we're gonna be consistent on the Monday schedule, I'd probably like to keep it that way. Just my thoughts.
I, on the other hand, have
Okay.
no problem switching it to the 6th.
Or the
Wednesday.
fifth.
The 5th, I'm sorry.
Bill, what do you make of the language that's in the charter? And, because I guess my question would be whether it's a decision that we make. I mean, obviously, we set the day, we set the days, and it's, because it basically says regular meetings of the council shall be held at least twice in each calendar month, commencing no earlier than 6 p.m. and no later than 8 as determined by the council each year when it establishes its annual schedule of regular council meetings for the following calendar year at the usual place of holding meetings of the council. If any time set for the holding of a regular meeting of council shall be a holiday, then such regular meeting shall be held at the same time and place on the next following secular day, which is not a holiday. I should wait because I asked you a question, so. I do that a lot.
I think that allows council to make it whatever 2 days of the month they want, as long as it's between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. and at the regular place where meetings are held, which is city council chamber. Now, the old language, I think way back when, set those, well, I think it said at 8 o'clock originally, the meetings were at 8 o'clock. And so it got moved, but I think also historically, Monday was always set aside way back when, because when the charter first got set up, it said that the officers of the city were appointed at the second meeting in April on Monday, I think of 1943 or 1945 or something like that. And I think those Monday meetings carried over for decades and decades and decades until that charter amendment that allowed it to be as early as 6 and as late as 8. But I read that amendment to say it could be any day of the week that council approves it. You just got to approve a regular schedule, the year before, for the calendar year, for the upcoming calendar year. But I think also, though, for consistency, if they're going to be on Mondays, they should be on Mondays, unless there's a good reason not to hold them on Monday. This would appear to be a good reason, but, a good reason to me may not be a good reason to you, and vice versa.
And I'm not advocating one or the other, I just thought that it was, because of the uniqueness, let you at least discuss it and decide which way you want to go.
Well, like Mike, I think we should keep it on Monday, just to be consistent for the public and for the calendar. But I'm easily swayed.
It doesn't matter to me, works both ways, so.
So then I would say that I would move to approve the schedule as written, with the exception of the July meeting being moved to July 3rd. That would be my motion.
Second?
Yeah, and I guess my last discussion point on that, I didn't give it a lot of thought, I was just looking over it over the weekend, and if our explanation to people is that we meet on the first and third Monday of the month unless it's a holiday, then our explanation is we meet on the first and third Monday of the month unless it's a holiday, and this isn't a holiday. This is not a holiday. So I would be swayed to
You could declare it as like.
It's a holiday weekend.
delay. I could declare it as one.
Yeah. Within the city.
So I guess that's just my only point with it, but we'll just see where it lands. Everybody's
I agree.
got ample time to think about it.
Nowak,
Yes.
Sexton,
Yes.
Walagora,
Yes.
Johnson,
No.
Nielsen.
Yes.
Just an announcement to all department heads, don't ask for the food.
Or add anything to the agenda at all.
Well, yes, if we can go over and cancel the meeting because of lack of an agenda.
ever happened. All right, next up, new business, renewal of the contract for dumpster services.
Back in November of 2013, the city entered into a 3-year contract with Alpena Disposal for dumpster services, and that's picking up the trash at various locations, DPW, public safety, et cetera. And then they also pick up the cans in our downtown. We again this year, that contract did allow for a 3-year renewal, so in November of this year, we requested to see if they were interested and what the prices might be. And L&N proposed prices for 2017, 2018, and 2019 that are the same as what we are paying currently for that service. $4.75 a cubic yard for garbage disposal, dumpster services, and $1.75 to empty each one of the cans. So upon review of the proposed renewal prices, considering the services the city has received from L&N, it's my recommendation as city engineer to renew the contract, provide the necessary dumpster, emptying of dumpsters, emptying of trash cans, and supplying of the liners to L&N Disposal for the unit prices provided for the period of January 1st, 2017 through December 31st, 2019.
I really don't think you can keep the same price for the next 3 years, so.
They empty the cans all over the city, or did you just say downtown?
Just the downtown ones.
Okay, not the
No,
parks?
DPW crews empty the
I thought-
cans throughout the
Like
parks.
Michigan or something like that, I thought so,
I move we renew the contract with L&N Services for the as-bid unit prices.
Second.
Sexton,
Yep.
Walagora,
okay.
Johnson,
Yes.
Nielsen,
Yes.
Noah.
Yes. I move we adjourn.
Second.
You are watching All About Alpena. All About Alpena is produced by Alpena Marketplace Productions.